Hey guys, so I completely forgot to film an intro to this video, so we are just going to hop right in. First off, I'm starting out with the Age Fighting Moisturizer from Mary Kay. I'm just putting that all over my face, especially in the dry, patchy areas. Then I'm going on to the brows. I usually use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's my favorite, but obviously it's all empty. So I'm using the Makeup Forever pencil, which... it's not my favorite, but I have to work with what I got, so we're just going to use this for today. So I'm just penciling in those eyebrows, and clearly I've made a mistake, so we're going to use some MAC concealer to erase our mistakes. I'm using the lightest shades possible in C15 and W10 and this Urban Decay concealer brush, and I'm just going to use those top two shades to carve out my brows. I like using this brush instead of another concealer brush because this brush is perfect to carve out your brows. So look at them brows, girl. Then I'm going to use the Painterly Paint Pot, and it's just a kind of skin tone color, so I'm just going to cover up those veins and freckles that you see on my eyelids. And then I'm going to take the Naked 2 Basics palette, and I'm using the two shades. I believe they're Stark and Frisk. It's those two lighter shades and an EB09 from Sigma, and I'm just going to put that on the outside of my eyelids and just, you know, pop them in the corners and have a blending area. So then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Bronze pressed pigment, and I'm just going to pop that right onto my eyelid. I use my finger for this because it gives me great pigmentation, and it's just easier to work with when I use my fingers. Now, I do use a brush to blend out those outer edges and make it all look seamless and beautiful. So then I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is my favorite mascara. I absolutely love it. It makes my lashes separate and elongate as well. So then I'm going to go in with the Professional from Benefit and an F60 brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to put this primer right on the T-zone area, especially where I have a lot of big, you know, nasty pores. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. This is the 101 Classic Ivory, and this is honestly just a Sephora brush, and it's a finishing powder, but I use it for foundation because it just gives me that nice, seamless, flawless look. So I'm going to keep using what I use. So I'm just going to put this all over my face in a buffing motion, and then I'm going to move on to concealer. The Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay is my absolute favorite. It's just, I mean, I can't say anything wrong with it. It's just awesome. So I'm going to put that in the T-zone area, and then especially under my eyes to brighten that area up. Then I'm going to use a Real Techniques blending sponge, and it's damp at this time. I've just wet it with some water, and I am just going to blend all that concealer out. As you can see, I am just using tapping motions instead of wiping motions for my concealer, just to make sure that I'm not spreading everything, you know, across my face. Now I'm going to use the Becca Translucent powder, and I'm just going to put that right under my eyes. I love this stuff because it is milled so finely. It is just so incredibly soft. I'm just using the Real Techniques sponge for under my eyes, and then I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques powder brush. This brush is so big, but I love it. And I'm just going to pat the translucent powder on the rest of my face. Then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced bronzer. I am obsessed with this stuff. It smells like chocolate, and I'm like half tempted to eat it, but you know, it was kind of expensive, so we ain't gonna do that. So I'm just going to put that on my hollows of my cheeks, on my cheekbones, and then also my hairline, just to make me look like I actually have color, and maybe shave off a few pounds from my face. Then I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques blush brush and the Hourglass Mood Exposure. This blush is awesome. Don't be afraid of the color because it looks great on anybody. Then I'm going to go in with Primal. This is in the Naked Basics 2 palette, and I'm just going to put that in the lower lash line. just to smoke it out just a little bit, not too much. Then I'm going to go in and put some mascara on those bottom lashes. I'm just using the Better Than Sex from Too Faced. Once the mascara is on, I am all done with these eyes. Look at them. All nice and natural, not scaring anybody. Then I'm going to go in with this Too Faced lipstick. Man, I'm using a lot of Too Faced products today. Shout out to Too Faced. I'm just using this nude pinkish shade, and I honestly thought it was a little bit too nude for this look, so I went in with Too Faced Melted. This is like a lip gloss that's like mentholy almost, but I love it because the name is Chihuahua, and I just love my Chihuahua Holly. So I'm just going to pop that on the lips, and you are all done. I hope you enjoyed this look. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.